Oh, we're getting there. All I need to do is add a maneuver. What I'm looking to do... There we go. There we go. Adjust the course slightly. So we get that right there. This is the intercept I was looking... Well, an intercept that I was looking for. Because this actually gets us into its sphere of influence. And that is precisely what we need to do. And I'm going to be lazy. Execute the next node. And it's still 3 days out. It's not going to be particularly hard to do for the system. We are certainly orbiting the sun pretty darn fast. But off we go. We'll do our correction burn, and then we'll see you back when we're approaching Duna. The system is bringing up the burn pretty quickly. Come on, speed up. Probe is doing a nice job so far. Just a few seconds now. It's being a little bit wobbly. Don't know why. I didn't realize this thing... It doesn't have... Yeah, it does gimbal. Okay. There we go. We should be where we need to be. With an intercept. Yep, we have our intercept. Very good. See you when we get there. Okay, what we are doing right now is we are in our burn to get into an orbit around Duna. We're actually so far away from Duna, I'm not 100% bloody sure where the heck it is at the moment. Looking around, where are you? Duna. So that is over there? Over there? Where is it? We are circularizing our orbit, and we are around Duna right now. We are way below it. Huh? Weird. We're 41,000 kilometers away from it. So we're a good distance away. That doesn't answer the question of where are we. I think that doesn't help because I don't actually know where we are facing. Well, we're halfway to setting up our orbit. Did it disappear? Because there it is. We're orbiting it. So there's a couple of things we're going to have to do. One, we're going to have to change the plane of our orbit so that we're at a 0-degree inclination to the planet, not this massive inclination that we're at now, so it just makes it easier to get to Ike. And then we can get to Duna. Should be there any time now. Come on, get in there. Thank God this is a nuclear-fueled engine. I tried to do this burn at a different time, but it didn't really work. Are we or are we not in orbit? This is apparently the projected orbit. Or are we like the extreme distance that we can be in? We must be at like a massively extreme distance, because look how fast we're orbiting this. Boom, we have an orbit at a whopping 84 meters a second. We are so far away from the planet that I actually can't find it. I think it's up there. Or are we pointing at it? I don't know. So, new maneuver planner. Change periapsis to something half the height that it's at now. 20... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Create and execute. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Remove all nodes. Okay, so this is confusing me. Fine. We'll do it this way. You want to play this game? We can play this game. Add maneuver. We want to bring this down. That's about precisely where I want it. Right there. Good enough. Okay. That's the next maneuver. And then when we get to there, we circularize. Node in 35 days? You've got to be freaking kidding me. We are orbiting that freaking slowly. Oh my god, we must be. Add maneuver. Thank you. Talk about barely getting there, huh? Slowest orbit ever. Node in 35 days. Wow. Okay, we'll be back while I fix this. Okay, yeah, we got it. We are fricking so far away from the planet itself. We just barely got into its range. And we're looking at fricking orbital adjustments of less than 20 meters a second to do things. That is... wow, that... talk about just barely getting into its sphere of influence there, eh? Oh, another problem. We're actually orbiting in the wrong direction, too. So it'll make the intercept with Ike rather interesting. But what we just simply do is turn it around entirely. We can just turn the orbit around. It's not impossible. Actually, at this height, it'd be rather easy to do with the amount of fuel that we have. So this could be fun. Another space U-turn. U-turns in space. Go figure. Okay, now we've got our orbit circularized. The next thing that we want to do is create that so that we have a 0 inclination to the orbit. And this will take more delta V to adjust for, because we're quite far off at the moment. Let's see if we still end up orbiting in the wrong direction, or if this thing will fix the orbit. Coming around. There's a lot of adjustments I need to make to these things here. Granted, I didn't fine-tune the adjustment to make sure I was on the same plane as them, as Duna here. So that's my own fault. Okay, and momentarily, yeah, it's basically just autopilot. You can only yell at me for doing this later on using MechJeb, but you know what? It's easier. And I can't believe they get this far into space without having some sort of autopilot. And it is also going to adjust for the fact that I'm orbiting in the wrong direction. I think that might be one of the reasons why it's taking so much fuel to do this. And then momentarily that should be pushing back out again. And is it pushing back out? Yes, it is. There we go. It's pushing back out again. Now we're circularized. Now I want to change our altitude here. I want this down to 1,000 kilometers. Create and execute. Oh, of course! It's gonna run smack dab into Ike, and Ike is just gonna go, yeah, you're out! Poof! But that won't be immediately, so... because I want to get this so that we're actually close to it. A series of maneuvers to try to get everything set up properly. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't send us all the way out, but it doesn't help. And now we want to circularize. At the next parapsis, which is down there. Create and execute. Now we should see it somewhere. There it is. There's Duna. And once this thing lines up, we should be getting pretty darn close. Whee! Wonder how much delta V those things count as having. I hope enough. Kind of bad to get all this way and not be able to land on that. But I kind of got to release all these things at the same time. And I've got to be careful on choosing a landing spot. Oh boy. That'll be the next episode. Each probe will be its own episode. It's like that will go, then that will go. Take readings. Or actually, really, I should do these first. But each one will be its own episode. So, have fun, everybody. We've made it. We are here. There is that. There is that. It's successful so far. See you all later. Don't forget to like, share, and enjoy. Have fun.